And welcome back to Time to Play DK64. This is actually going to be a very cut-heavy episode. I'm just going to do a lot of editing here and there. Just like that. So yeah, this one's going to be post-commentary. But in that case, there's a lot of things I actually want to talk about news-wise. And if I have some time left over, it's time to go back to some generic Q&As. Besides, a lot of this is just swimming around, collecting all the bananas, and getting a lot of the rest of the stuff that I haven't collected just yet. Come on, Lanky, I know you can reach. There you go. So with that said, while I'm swimming around trying to find everything and making sure that we cut out all the boring parts, or at least everything that's kind of unnecessary, so yeah, boring parts, let's go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that's been happening recently. And the most recent thing that just came up is, wow, this one kind of hurts me a little. And I think the wound will heal when we get the announcement that it's been moved to the next system. And that is Yooka-Laylee being cancelled for the Wii U. Yeah, that one kind of hurt. Maybe the reason stating was because there were unforeseen problems and technical issues, and the team worked tirelessly to try to correct them and made sure it worked, but they just couldn't get it to work. So maybe they're having the same problem that they ran into with DK64, where they needed the expansion pack in order to get rid of the bug that was causing the problem. So, maybe it seems like they're falling into that same problem all over again. But it's kind of weird, because didn't they say that they were, the game was actually started on the Wii U, and then they were going to work on that from the ground up and port it over to the other systems? So that way it didn't seem like the Wii U was that inferior? Or am I mistaken? I may have to double check that. But at this point, if there really were unforeseen problems, then I guess it's for the better that they actually did cancel it. They did say that they are trying to look into moving it to the Switch, which, okay, if that happens, I might be okay. I'm hoping I can get a Switch by the time it comes out. I've got a lot of saving up to do. And unless things really pick up, could be a while before I actually get one. Really hoping that's not going to be the case. But, yeah. So when it comes to Yooka-Laylee, I'm either going to get it for the PS4 or for the Switch now, because they did say that anybody who backed it up for the Wii U is now going to be able to either get a refund or just plain old Switch it. And, well, I guess I don't have a problem with it one way or the other. It's kind of disappointing to see that it got canceled for the Wii U, but I guess we're gonna, let's be honest here, if the game is coming out in April, the Wii U will be dead by then anyway. So, I guess I don't really have much of a problem with it. The news was kind of shocking because it just seemed like this was a game built from the ground up on the Wii U that was then going to be ported to the other systems, and I guess they just had so much of a problem with it that it was just more necessary for it to be ported, or for that the ports were actually doing better than the main version. Oh, that's kind of sad. In a bit more of a happier note, it does seem like, or what we got was that Miyamoto actually wants to put more energy and effort into both Star Fox and Pikmin. And it's a good thing I already got the Mermaid's Pearls. But first of all, yes, that does actually make me a little bit happier, because after the abysmal sales of Star Fox Zero and how it seems so split among the fan base and just the poor sales in general, I mean, you can't overlook that no matter how hard you try. I was a bit worried about what was going to happen with Star Fox, but Miyamoto does seem like he wants to go full forward with these two series. And I'm very happy to hear that. I love Pikmin, and I especially love Star Fox. And I was just, I was dreading the moment that if they were going to start, if it was going to be like another 10-year wait before we'd hear anything else on Star Fox. I can only hope that Platinum's going to come back and work on the game, but we won't get any of these motion controls that I'm pretty sure Miyamoto and Nintendo try to force down our throats for these games. So I'm hoping that the next one is just going to be like this true to form Star Fox experience. I know Zero was kind of like the true Star Fox sort of experience, but it didn't really move the series forward. They were trying to play it safe and go back to 64 roots, which I'm okay with. I don't have a problem with them trying to experiment and do other things, as long as they don't lose focus of the core mechanic of the series or the main drawing point. So for me, at the very least, I'm just kind of happy to know that they're at least going to try and put in more effort and energy into Star Fox and for Pikmin. And I think Pikmin 3 or Pikmin series is... Why is the music cutting in and out like that? I don't recall this ever being a problem on the N64. Maybe it's just in this area? I'm pretty sure it's just in this area. Or whenever I'm using the jetpack. Whatever, problem solved for now. I guess it's just in that one little situation. Okay, so yeah, for me now, I'm just kind of glad. Looks like I'm going to have to use the jetpack to get back up there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to use the jetpack to get back up there. Okay, so yeah, I'm just kind of glad that despite the sales, Miyamoto still wants to push forward and put more energy into Star Fox and, of course, Pikmin. So, happy story for me. And with that said, I'm going to move on to the next two things before I get into the generic Q&As. So with all the rumors that are going around about Smash for the Switch, or if it's going to be a port and everything like that, and like there's going to be 2 new characters, which I don't think it's going to be just 2 new characters. I think that they only saw 2 new characters, or that they're only aware of 2 of them. For me, though, I think there's got to be at least a little bit more than that, but even so, it's just a rumor for now. And that's why I don't want to do a Smash chat, because I'd rather wait until the game is officially confirmed and then talk about anything that's being brought up about it. And any rumors that come up for that. And, okay, I guess it is just the jetpack for this area that's causing a problem. Or maybe it's the ship. You know what, I think it's just... Actually, it's not the jetpack. I think it's the ship that's causing that little problem that's cutting in and out with the music. I wonder... Wow, I'm wondering why it's doing that. That's kind of odd. I don't think I really paid attention to that. I don't think it's my... It can't just be my recording software, because this is the only time it's really doing that, and it's consistent in the same spot. But, okay, I just want to explain that a bit further. So, what am I trying to say was... What do I want to do with Smash, then? Well, maybe it's possible that I'll do what everybody else does, and that's kind of like make a video series about each... about a character that may have a specific chance to get in, and really go into the detail of the character and what kind of a possible moveset they would have, like full out tilts and everything. Try and have a discussion about that. Not sure yet what I would call it. I don't want to call it Dream Smashers because I think somebody else has already done that. Actually, I think Source Gaming has already done that, so best if I come up with something else. I think the only 2 characters I won't do it for are Wolf and Ice Climbers and any other veterans, because we want to go over possible new movesets. I don't really think there's much they can do to change these old characters, and it's not like I have anything against them. I'd love to see them come back. It's just, why waste an episode on something that we already know how it would work? And then talking about the changes would be very minuscule. There's really no reason to do it. So I would talk about potential new characters like Inklings, Decidueye, King K. Rool, Rayman, Bomberman, everybody else. Oh, this part, I need to talk about this part because this... during the recording of this section, it takes me quite a bit of time to get through it. Don't worry, I'm only going to show you my first attempt and my final attempt at this, and just how bad I am at this part. I am so bad I dropped the ball a lot. No, I just dropped the ball from time to time, but... And I also miss with the ball when I fire it out of a cannon. It's really kind of a difficult part for me. Mainly because anybody who's playing this on the Wii U if you played the N64 and the Wii U version, you know about the whole 60 frames per second and how it actually makes aiming a bit, how do I put this? Slipperier, I guess, is the way you want to say it. Even so, it doesn't excuse my bad aiming, although I have no idea how I hit his hand, and that counts. I thought the other one actually went through, but... I think there was like 3 or 4 targets, but it doesn't matter, because I was so terrible at that one that we're going to do this one all over again. And of course, it doesn't hurt anything for me to skip ahead, right? You don't know how many times I had to do this. I've forgotten how many times I had to do this. I think it's just best if we just see the first and last results. Or at least anything interesting that happens. And this is all that's interesting that happened. So that's... maybe it was just 3 targets. Yeah, you know what? It is. I think it is 3 targets. Okay, and so the last little thing that I want to bring up real quickly, and possibly another little tidbit, is that even though I missed the deadline for the November list completely, I still want to try and get it uploaded, even though it's going to be in December, and that's going to look stupid. I still want to get it done for people who were waiting for it, and because I don't want it to sit in my laptop and just take up memory and just be there for another year. I actually had it planned out. I actually had it somewhat planned last year. I tried to get through it again this year. For various reasons, I just couldn't get it done in time. But I guess better late than never. I'm just hoping it's not too little too late. Oh, and just for a quick note, I'm only here right now as Tiny just to get the bananas. That's it. I'm just showing that on record. I guess I'm gonna try and get everything in this part of the world. Can't really promise that for the next one. And finally, I kind of want to go back and do as many Tiny plays as I can again. I want to try and get as many of them out as I can. So after this one, I'm either going to go right back into editing for the November list and try to get that out as soon as I can, or go into Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep and try to get as many of those out as I can. Or maybe I'll do a viewer poll or a Twitter poll again and see what you guys really want me to do. Do you want DK64 the next part? Do you want Time to Birth by Sleep? Do you want me to do another game entirely? Or would you rather I do both A Time to Play and focus on the November list? Alright, so with that said, I think I can finally get around to doing some generic Q&As. And our first question comes from Salty Joe. Who's your favorite Banjo-Kazooie character? I'd actually kind of want to say Banjo, just because I think he's a well-likable, well-relatable character. It's definitely more entertaining to watch Kazooie talk. I can't deny that, but I think Banjo is just a more overall likable character because there's not really all much you can really hate about him. Next up, we have Onion Sand. Have you seen any gameplay videos of Undertale? And if so, what do you think of the game from that? I've only seen Ant Dude's video of it because that was the first Undertale video I really saw, but I'm actually trying to stay away from them because if the game ever comes out for, like, say, the Switch or PS4, I kind of want to get it. I know I can get it on the PC, but I'm just more comfortable on a home console. So I'm kind of trying to keep myself spoiler-free and wait for it to actually come out to, well, either the Switch or the PS4. There was at one point it had a chance to come on the Wii U, but since we haven't heard anything for so long, I'm pretty sure it's dead, and that either they're going to surprise us and say it's on the Switch, or just wait it out. Whoopmaster Zorex. Zor SX, sorry. What is your opinion on the current state of Paper Mario, and in particular, Paper Mario Color Splash? I've actually been hearing a number of good things about Color Splash. But at the same time, I really don't have the ability to get the game at the moment. It was kind of a struggle just to get Pokemon Sun, to be honest. Hopefully, holiday seasons helps me pick up a few games, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. If I get the chance, I might try it out myself. But I don't think it's anywhere near as big of a crisis as what some people will make it out to be. Oh, and this part. I do want to talk about this part with Diddy Kong. Whenever you do this part, always start with the top left or the top right, just because it's going to give you more than enough time to actually finish this part. Because if you start at the bottom, trust me, it just helps. It goes by so fast. It just helps when you get either the top left or the top right. You'll see what I mean. And if anybody who's ever played this part, I think you know exactly what I mean. Always go for the top left or top right in this area. I actually remember this area in a screenshot from when the game was being released. I was always trying to figure out what the heck this was. Like, why am I in a... Why is there a giant mechanical heart? And then you play the game and you find out why. I just kind of remember that. There was always, like, these little things that I do kind of remember, but not... But I don't really remember them until the event actually comes up. I'm wondering if I'm the only one like that. Okay. The Quirky, or the Quirky, I guess. Would you rather EAD make another Galaxy game, or another Sunshine, or something new? I kind of want both of them, to be honest. I kind of want the open, somewhat free roam worlds that we had in 64 and in Sunshine. But at the same time, I want the beauty and majesty of what we had in Galaxy. So I guess, for me, it's just a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. Though if I had to go with anything, I would say Sunshine, just because I just want that free roam area again. But please leave out the blue coins. Alright. Okay, I don't think I have time for another question. I'm going to have to say that for the next time. So with that said, I will see you guys in I think part 19. I'm also changing up the end slates for a couple of these videos so it fits YouTube's new thing. So later everyone, thanks for watching, see ya, love ya.
Hey. Cool. Okay.